Joseph, we take pictures of him talking. But
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the arrival of the President. God, at this moment, on this special day, this special occasion, Father, we thank you, Lord, for who you are. This morning we are able to see this day, while some didn't make it to see this day, Father God. We thank you for the health, we thank you for the life. This morning, God, you look down and see under this roof today, God. For this gathering, Lord, we ask that your blessing will shower upon this gathering this morning, Father. In the midst of this gathering, Father, I pray, God, that His Excellency, the President, the leader, the father of this nation, Father, you have provided. I thank you so much, O God. And anything that we say and done, O God, I ask that your blessing their conduct and your Your guidance be upon us, O Father, during this day. We ask, Lord, that everything that has come to possible, all the plans of man, God, you are the one to answer, and be the answer of everything we ask is done in Jesus' name. I pray. Everybody say it. Amen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick. Please remain standing as we recite the national pledge. After two, one, two. And to be loyal to my country, to be obedient to the laws of God, to love my fellow citizens, and to dedicate my energies towards the happiness and prosperity of Guyana. Thank you very much. You can be. Okay, residents, make yourself comfortable. We have seats over here. Come in and sit down, make yourself comfortable. Singh for a welcome remarks.
Your Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Ali, President of Guyana, members of the Cabinet, other distinguished guests, my fellow residents of Monkey Mountain Village, and other communities of North Pacaraimos Mountain. Good morning to you all. It is indeed a great pleasure to be given the opportunity and privilege to extend a heartfelt welcome to you, our beloved President and your team, to our village of Monkey Mountain, North Pacaraimos. Mr. President, my village salutes you, your government, valiant efforts to ensure that development touches every village and every corner of our country. Thank you, sir. We have seen the continuous march of progress in all vital sectors of our economy. Significant improvement is evident in the areas of education, health, housing, and infrastructure, etc. Thank you, sir. We also like to thank our Honorable Minister of Amerindian Affairs, Minister Pauline Sakai, for the hard and great work she has done for our region. Our elders are better served with their pension being taken to their villages and sometimes to their homes, when necessary because of your intervention. Thank you once again, sir. And so, Mr. President, on behalf of the people of Monkey Mountain and the wider Pacaraimos, I bid you welcome to our little corner of this great country, and trust that your visit will be a fruitful and satisfactory one, and that you do enjoy your stay with us. Welcome, Your Excellency. Thank you.
All right, once again, put your hands together for the two show of Monkey Mountain Village. And at this time, what's all about the sad faces? You should be smiling since we have our president here, right? So I must call on Miss Beatrice King to render a welcome song in the dialect. Put your hands together for Beatrice King.
Wese pone samang, President Pokombe. Wese pone samang, President Pokombe. Atau jimbak isilupai, President Pokombe. Atau jimbak isilupai, President Pokombe. Minister yang Pokombe, Aryo yang Pokombe. Tebulu yang Pokombe, ule na kong tau jimba. Minister yang Pokombe, Aryo yang Pokombe. Tebulu yang Pokombe, ule na kong tau jimba. Wese pone samang, President Pokombe. Wese pone samang, President Pokombe. Atau jimbak isilupai, President Pokombe. Atau jimbak isilupai, President Pokombe. Tushaw yamu Pokombe, Councilor yamu Pokombe, Tebulu yamu Pokombe, ule no kong tau jimba. Tushaw yamu Pokombe, Councilor yamu Pokombe, Jebuluya mupogombe ure no kong tau jimba. Wese pone samang President Pogombe. Wese pone samang President Pogombe. Atau jimba keselupai President Pogombe. Atau jimba keselupai President Pogombe. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome to Monkey Mountain.
Okay, that was the welcome song in the dialect, and I think it was saying, you should be happy as we're going to talk with the president today, right? Along with the RU, the regional chairman, and other guests. Once again, I must welcome and put your hands together for the regional chairman, Mr. Headley Pugh, as I invite him to bring his remarks.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Honorable President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, Honorable Minister Pauline Sukai, Minister of Armed Affairs, Regional Executive Officer Peter Ramatar, representative from other government ministries, special invitees, and residents. A special good morning to each and everyone. It is with immense pride and acknowledgement that on behalf of the Regional Democratic Council of Potaro Siparuni, I welcome you to this special occasion. I must say kudos to the Honorable President, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, and team of cabinet members for this timely intervention that we can all see and witness the great and vast development that is taking place in our region and country. I also want to encourage the villagers, residents, to participate fully in this discussion with our Excellency. Once again, I want to say thank you to our residents here. Thank you for the timely intervention. Thank you for taking your time off to come to witness our meeting here today. And I'm asking for you to participate fully in our meeting. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, Regional Chairman, Mr. Headley Pugh, Chairman of Region Number 8. Now, to bring us her remarks, I must welcome and invite one of our own kind, our minister, who represents us at the national level from the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs, the Honorable Pauline Sukai, MP. Put your hands together for our minister.
Pleasant good morning to everyone. Good morning. Again, good morning. I'm practicing you for the morning for His Excellency when he says good morning to you. His Excellency, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, the Tushau Alana Singh of Monkey Mountain, the Regional Chair of Region 8, Mr. Headley Pugh, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs, the REO, Mr. Ramutar, other government officials and regional officials, and of course, the police and the Guyana Defense Force representatives, the media, the staff of the Office of the President, and of course, most importantly, you, the residents of Monkey Mountain, the children. Today is a significant day in the history of Monkey Mountain. There have been more significant and historical times before now. His Excellency is here with us today. He's been here with us prior to 2020, and he's back to see you again in your village. Monkey Mountain and the North Pacaraima even though it is located far away from the center of government, we in the PPP civic government has assured and has worked tirelessly to ensure that you remain close to us and that you have been engaged with us, and that developmental intervention made by our government, you were included. Your Tushao may not have told us about the many intervention the various sectors of government has made in Monkey Mountain. But when we left office in 2015, Monkey Mountain was progressing. 5 years after that, between 2015 to 2020, nothing was going right in Monkey Mountain. And with the PPP Civic coming back into office in 2020, in fact, we're celebrating our 4th anniversary now, Monkey Mountain is abuzz again with activities. We can point to the issue of Monkey Mountain having intervention by the Ministry of Agriculture, because agriculture is one of the largest sector in our country, and we would like to ensure that Amerindian villages, that the North Pacaraimans also receive the level of support. We are doing so because the North Pacaraimans since 2017 has faced devastating floods. Then we've had long droughts following that, many other floods. And across this sub-region, agriculture has been affected. So the Ministry of Agriculture has made intervention in Monkey Mountain, Paramakatay, Kato, and so on, by ensuring that they provide machinery and some level of resources to provide some support to moving your agricultural economy sector back into gear. It is a tough task for all of us. The Ministry of Amerindian Affairs itself continues to provide you with free FASTAC whenever you call upon us, and we have financed 2 farm-to-market bridges for small community participation amount of $2.5 million each. You will note that we are not too pleased with the second bridge, but I'm sure that the discussion we've had 3 weeks ago when I was here and with the Tushao, that efforts will be made to have the second bridge completed. Across the education divide, what has happened, your Tushao herself has stated that Region 8 is making some strides. But when we were doing the cash grant, I made a comment that we have to do much more, because Region 8 still has a lot of catching up in terms of results and achievements to match what is happening in many other regions. Our government continues to invest in education, and we call upon the tutors or the teachers and the educators to do your best for the village children, and also that the parents must ensure that the children come to school, because our government has met the educational manifesto commitments to the people of this country, and we have made it also to the indigenous people, because you're included back in the cash grant, you receive school uniform assistance, and of course your school is now financed with allowances to ensure that the facilities are much more friendly to the children. So I implore also that the parents must make sure that the children are sent to school. In fact, Monkey Mountain, the president will make an announcement on that. The education minister was here about 3 weeks ago where she turned the sod. But that I want to remind you, and I want to jump the gun before the president, not stealing the credit out from him, But I was along with him here in 2020 when this village asked His Excellency for a secondary school. And he's here today, and you can thank him for responding to you in a positive way. I would want to say that across North Pacaraimos, the roads are still in a very deplorable state. I've just come back last weekend with Minister Edgil on an assessment of the roads, and it is really in need of support to get it back to where it was. I want to say that His Excellency annually since we came back have introduced back the maintenance road program for each village. In fact, he has agreed that we move the $100 million maintenance road project for the North Pacaraimos to $300 million, and all the villages are able to participate. And Mr. President, in this village and across the village, both young people, women, and men go out by their dozens to do the work when they are called upon to do so. But the conditions of the road today, they have said that it is beyond them now. They can do the maintenance, but they will need additional support in terms of machinery. So I think that is something they will raise with you. You have seen how transportation or means of transportation have improved in this region. When we came back in 2020, all the villages had no working ATVs. Today, our government can speak about the investment in modes of transportation that this region is enjoying, or this sub-district is enjoying, from ATVs to pickups to lorries. In fact, some villages now have even bought backhoe from their carbon credit funds and revenues. But most of the intervention made to improve transportation came from the PDP civic government through budgetary allocations. I'm very pleased today that many Tushaus do not have to walk the 6 hour to a place for any meeting when they're invited. They can now again arrive on their 4 wheels, or when the road is better, some of them will come with their pickups. Across the region, I want to say that, Mr. President, Monkey Mountain is venturing into rice production. They had asked for some support in that. They had started it sometime during the opposition days, but it never materialized. And so I think that the Agriculture Ministry has provided them with a tractor, and they are preparing some 15 acres for agriculture, and also rice should be continued in this district here. Our government continues to remind our population that we are a diverse nation, and that the Amerindians have today found their place, their rightful place in this country. No longer are Amerindians being treated as isolated population. No longer are you not getting in touch and being engaged with your leaders. This today here is another testimony or evidence that the PPP Civic President and also leaders are accessible to you. Maybe not every day, but as we proceed to provide connectivity across the region, you will be able to speak to us almost in real time. I know many villages are anxiously waiting for their connectivity from the Office of the President, and we are working to ensure that before the end of this year, that most of the villages will be visited by the project manager, and work is apace. Monkey Mountain has a number of private connectivity and even public connectivity. And so it gives Monkey Mountain an added opportunity to also take part in some of the opportunities that His Excellency has spearheaded. For example, during the campaign, he spoke about giving scholarships to young people and to anyone over the age of 18 in every part of Guyana. And Monkey Mountain can enjoy that, but we need to prioritize where we spend the small sums that we have. We can buy data and we can participate in the Gold Scholarship. Some of us still cannot afford it, but with the free connectivity, I am sure that by then you will come on board it, because the scholarships are for everyone above the age of 18. So it's not only for youths, it's not only for teachers, it's not only for students, it is for even adults. And as old as you be and you're interested, there may be a program on the Gold Scholarship platform that you can enter in when there is enough connectivity where you can enjoy and upgrade your knowledge. You can improve your knowledge base. Monkey Mountain here today is a very beautiful place. And we have at the ministry been attempting to encourage, and we've been guiding the village council on more than one occasions that we will sit, that you need to examine additional sectors that you could invest in. The Ichilabar Falls is one of the most beautiful falls that is just about 5 minutes ride out of this central spot here. We have to ensure we look at it. I know the Ministry of Tourism had sent a representative across North Pacaraima already, checking out the various tourism sites that can be developed and also examining the guest houses and to see where improvements can be encouraged and can be guided or advice can be given with respect to tourism. I know that the president is here with you. You want to hear from him. You have issues you may want to raise with him. So I really don't want to go on because I have to ensure that we give enough time to His Excellency. But there will be occasion for you to speak to the region, to the education officers, to the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs, to the health also, so that when the time comes for the interactive session, I encourage you to raise whatever recommendation, comments, or concerns you may have for us to remedy. Thank you very much, and I am very happy that I was invited to be part of His Excellency team to visit you here today. I know I'm a regular face. I know you meet me all the time, but you know, it's always a distinguished pleasure that you're invited to be on the president team when he visits. Thank you very much, Monkey Mountain.
Okay, once again, put your hands together for the Minister of Amerindian Affairs, and that was our minister. You heard her. And now, in every Amerindian village, there's a chief or a tushao, and in our dear land of Guyana, we have a commander-in-chief, President Dr. Mohammed Ifran Ali. It is only fitting, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that we invite His Excellency to bring his remarks put together for the President.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please have your seats. Please have your seats. Respected Tushaus, respected elders, dear residents of Monkey Mountain, I'm very pleased to be here this morning, and I think it is important that I mention that during the campaign, I assured you that not only will we invest in Monkey Mountain, in your community, but that after we make those investments, I will return to talk to the community, to engage the community, and to see areas that we can continue to invest in, to see what other priorities you may have, and to see how we can build greater community development and advance community prosperity. In this community, there is tremendous opportunity to build prosperity. There is tremendous opportunity for us to invest in agriculture. But I know that the challenges you face are different. For example, in the dry season, you lost most of your crops. In the dry season, you lost most of your production. So we have to invest in this community in what we call climate smart agriculture, where we involve the young people and we invest in short cycle crops that will bring greater revenue to the community and also to the region. So one of the things that we are doing, for example, in Madia, I was talking to Ario, the region does a lot of purchasing, Ministry of Education does purchasing, the miners does purchasing. What we can do is develop the shade house concept here, do short cycle crops, and assist you in getting those crops to the market so that we can create wealth, so that we can create added revenue in the community. But in this community, I just want to reflect on the tremendous investments we have made in the last 4 years. In the last 4 years, we've invested close to $600 million in your community alone. $600 million in your community alone. In the Ministry of Marine Affairs, they have spent more than $101 million. The Ministry of Education is spending and has spent almost $298 million. The Guyana Energy Agency, $14.7 million. The Ministry of Health, $57.4 million. The Ministry of Agriculture, $16.3 million. The Minister of Human Services and Social Security, almost $76 million to date. The Ministry of Tourism, Industry and Commerce would have also invested. The Ministry of Public Works, $25 million. And the Ministry of Sports, Youth and Culture, $1 million. And if you look at the impact that these expenditures would have had on your community and the opportunities that these investments would have created in your community, it shows that we were able to work with you on delivering projects that brought direct impact to you and your communities. You'd recall that not so long ago, the Because We Care grant that was given to your children was taken away. When we came back into office, we brought back that grant. We returned that grant to your children. You recall that the CSOs that were hired in your communities, they were sent home. When we came back in office, we brought back those CSO jobs. And we're expanding the CSO jobs right now. We have also expanded into the part-time program, the part-time job program. No, we are expanding. We have expanded also into the part-time job program, and your community will also be involved in this. Your community will be involved in this in different form. For example, we want to discuss with the community to show how we can get some RC, some rural constables, sworn, so that they can work with the police force. We want to work with the community to identify persons who may want to join the military, the police force, so that we can take your information and we can help you to get the training. We want to identify in your community persons who we can train to become medics, teachers, nurses, healthcare professionals, healthcare workers. Those are the things that we want to work with you as we build a stronger community. But if you look, for example, in the $8.8 million we spent on presidential grant, we were able to construct the new village office, furnish the village guest house, construction of Benar Phase 1, the upgrade of the community sports ground, and the village garage. For the village garage, this check is ready. The $2 million check for the village garage is ready. It just have to be uplifted. So you will have that money to build the village garage. The $2 million will come here to build the village garage. Then we had the investment fund, $10 million. You were able to buy a Model M truck for $6.5 million. The ICT hub and building, $1.5 million. And of course, the transportation of the truck and materials, furnishing of the guest house, as I said, those were all things that we were able to support. In the supplemental budget, when the two shows came to the National Two Shows Conference, we had a supplemental budget as a result of all the issues that was raised by the two shows. We were able to put more money in the budget to support hinterland development and community development. So we placed $10.5 million in the supplemental budget for your community. And there were two bridges over Chiliba River and the renovation of the multipurpose hall. The renovation of the multipurpose hall is completed, and the purchase of an ATV for $2.5 million was completed. Right, Tushao? We are now working. I'm going to tell you that we're going to give you some additional resources now under the Ministry of Public Works, so you can, through the community, through your village, Tushao, and the region, we will give you the money to complete 3 important bridges right here in the community. You will do it yourself. We will give you the resources so you can create the employment right here in the community, and your people in the community can be employed in doing these bridges. And I'm going to tell you about those bridges and what we're going to commit for them. Under the LCDS program, we had $24 million. You will recall that when we left office, the LCDS program was scrapped. When we came back, we redid the LCDS and were able to earn once again. And as a result of this earning, $24 million was transferred directly back to your community, of which you're investing $7 million in farming. That's ongoing. The village Benab phase 2, you have under construction. The completion of the kitchen, $2 million. And of course, the support to the committee. Outside of that, we've invested in various capital projects in this community. The Sewing Machine Center, $5 million. The Art and Craft Center, $5 million. The Mechanic Shop, and this check is available. So when they come out to, so when your two shall come out to NTC, they're going to collect 3 checks. They're going to collect a $5 million check for the Art and Women's Center, that is the women's project. They're going to collect a check for $15 million. $15 million for the Mechanic Shop. They're going to collect a check for $5 million for the block making project. The check for $5 million for the shade house. And I was just telling you about the shade house. So we're going to get the Ministry of Agriculture to work with you on setting up that shade house and working on producing a short cycle crop so that you can supply Madhya and other areas. And then you also have a check of $12 million that is available for the multi-purpose building. So in all, you will be collecting $42 million. $42 million in checks that will be available, that are from the notes that are ready and available. These checks will help you, these resources will help you in the community work, the bridges that we talk about. It will help you in all of the different projects that I've outlined. Additionally, in your community, we have been able to employ 15 young people who are currently working as CSOs in this community. And I want to thank the CSO for the work that they continue to do. In education, we are investing about $298 million in education. And when you look at the National School Grant, you never had this. To help our teachers and to help the school, to have the teaching aid, and to assist our teachers in having all the resources that is necessary to ensure that we have a good teaching and learning environment. We have given directly to the schools $3.9 million in grant, 1.3 in 2023 for 234 students, and this year, distributed to date for term 2, we have another 1.3. So the $3.9 million, the Ministry of Education would have invested in the school grant program that was never there before. In the construction and maintenance of your school, we have repaired the Monkey Mountain Primary School at a cost of about $8.5 million. And very soon, I'm very pleased to tell you that a huge investment will be made in your community as we turn the sod for the construction of the Monkey Mountain Secondary School, $199 million. So very soon, the Monkey Mountain Secondary School will commence at an investment of more than $199 million. So this is the type of love and care that the People's Progressive Party civic government has for the people all across our country. And here in Monkey Mountain, you are not left behind, and you will not be left behind. In 2023, also, if you look at the Monkey Mountain Primary School, we had repairs, as I said, repairs to the sanitary block in the primary school. And in 2024, we're going to have the extension of the Monkey Mountain Nursery School. So not only are you going to have a secondary school for $199 million, you will now have the extension of the Monkey Mountain Nursery School for $13.6 million. You will have the extension of the Monkey Mountain Primary School for $13.6 million. So we're extending the nursery school, we're extending the primary school, we are building the new secondary school, but that is not all. We also have major rehabilitation to the teachers' quarters at Monkey Mountain at $7.5 million, because we want our teachers' quarters to be rehabilitated and in good condition. So that's another set of projects that we have undertaken to support your development in this community. And sometimes we take some of these things for granted. But when you look, for example, at the Guyana Energy Agency, we started the Home Solar System Program. And in your community, at a cost of almost $15 million, we have installed 250 home solar systems to assist you and to help you. From the Ministry of Health, we've invested $39 million. The routine maintenance of the trestle and staff quarters at Monkey Mountain, that was done. The construction of the incinerator at the health center, the construction of a storage barn, vehicle shed and repairs to the health center at Monkey Mountain Village, upgrade of the electrical system, and this year we're going to have the upgrade of the electrical system at Monkey Mountain Health Center and Staff Quarter at $7.5 million. So we're going to have that upgrade completed this year for you under the Ministry of Health. Outside of that, I know that you have raised a concern in relation to the accommodation for patients seeking health care from Taruka. Right? Am I right? So we're also looking at this project. So in 2025, we're going to see how we're going to put resources aside to make an accommodation for patients coming in to utilize the services here. So that's a commitment we're going to make to you in 2025 also. The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture would have invested about $1 million in enhancing your ground. We're going to give the community another a big incentive. We're going to give you one of the weeding tractors. You know the weeding tractors, the one you sit down and you weed the ground? We're going to give you a weeding tractor to support your community development and support your community here. So we're going to send that weeding tractor in for you, and that is another huge investment that we'll be making in your community. The Ministry of Human Services and Social Protection. Under the Ministry of Human Services, as I said, we have spent almost $75 million. You have old age pensioners. Since 2021 to date, our old age pensioners would have received about $59 million. $59 million in their pocket as a result of the old age pension. We have also given an additional grant, the old age pension cash grant, which is more than $4 million. And in terms of permanent disability, we have right now 19 persons from your community benefiting from permanent disability. And between 2021 to date, we have spent $9.7 million on supporting persons with permanent disability. These are new resources, new support that we brought to your community. We also have the permanent disability cash grant. In 2023, 46 persons from this community benefited from the permanent disability cash grant, which was $1.6 million. The Every Child Safe Adult Session, and that is a session that the ministry did to help educate adults and children in making our communities safer. We have invested in assisting women to develop businesses, $3.9 million. 79 women would have benefited from this program. Outside of that, the Ministry of Agriculture would have invested $15 million in a tractor and implement so that they can support your agriculture. We want to send them back, and I'm going to tell Pauline to work with you on developing a 25-acre farmland. I know you want to do rice, but maybe we can do some other high-value crop so that when the planes come in, we can send out some high-value crop that can add more revenue to your community. So we're going to send them to work with you, the extension officer. We're going to send them to work with you so that we can develop this plot, and we're going to do so very, very quickly. Now, also, as Pauline reminded me, we're also going to have the shade house included in this program. We distributed the ant dust to deal with the cushy ants. We distributed fresh cassava when you had the issue with the drought. We had a distribution of cassava planting material, the provision of chemicals to help control the hornworms in the cassava plantation. And we provided the village council with 1 motor blower and 2 knapsack sprayers also to support the work of the farmers. We are going to continue to invest in agriculture. We want to talk to you on other ways in which we can support the increase in production of food, and also look at ways in which we can help you to get that food to the market. Now, as I said, the request that you made for the accommodation, we're going to have that request fulfilled in the 2025 allocation. Now I want to update you on GWI also, because I know you have raised some issues. There is greater demand for more water in the community, and I want to update you as to what we are doing. This community has 3 water supply systems. One is a potable water well, which was completed in 2022, and the other 2 systems utilize surface water from a creek, which is pumped to a trestle and a spring located on a mountain where gravity feeds water to a pipe network, right? So that is your water system. However, the community has severe challenges with adequate access, which has been more pronounced during the recent dry period. So GWI will be embarking on a new project to ensure all the residents of Monkey Mountain are provided with adequate potable water before the end of 2024. So they are going to rehabilitate the gravity feed system and rebuild a concrete intake catchment structure on the mountain. And this is a cost of about $20 million. So when you get your block plant and you start making your blocks to show, maybe we can have the community also work on supporting this project and being a part of this project. So the water system, as I said, $20 million will be invested before the end of this year to help that situation. The Ichibar Bridge, the Kasuri Bridge, and the Tawanda Falls Bridge. Those three bridges, we are going to set aside resources that we want the community to be involved in. So I'm going to ask the regional engineer who is here to work with the community on having the design for the bridges to see what material, the labor costs and everything. And we'll transfer that money to the region so they can give it to the community, and the community will build these bridges themselves so that the opportunity will remain right here and you will benefit from the employment. The school trail, I'm going to ask the regional engineer to examine this and to see what equipment we have available here so we can work on the school trail and we can work aggressively, Ario, on a maintenance plan for the road to see how we can upgrade the road immediately, especially the critical sections during this dry season. So I hope you will bring out a program at the National Tushao Conference and we will have these addressed. The school's trail and the road. The education, the 7 television, the dish to support the televisions that were installed to help learning. One of the dishes not working, I'm told, Tushao, and you need a second dish. So we have spoken to the Ministry of Education, and before next Friday, they will be in here to install those 2 dishes on the school so that you can have those television fully operational and support learning. Now, the support for better internet, I think we have that. The Office of the Prime Minister, this is one of the communities, right? When are they coming? Okay, so the Office of the Prime Minister, I would say in another 4 or 5 weeks, will be coming to your community to install a high-speed internet facility that we're installing in all the communities. So you will have this high-speed internet available here for your community. So those are some of the concerns that the community shared with us, and I wanted to address those concerns. But today, I'm here also to listen to you. That is the more important thing, for me to listen to you, to hear directly from you what are some of the additional things or some things you think that we should look at, some of the ideas that you have, and to see how we can work together in making the community better, stronger, and more prosperous. I thank you, and I thank all of you for coming out on this early morning to be here. God bless all of you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, and I think he deserves a better applause. So give your hands together for the President. And the floor is now open. If you have a community issue that you want to raise with the President, you can step forward.
And just one announcement. If there is anyone here, did they? Okay. All right. But did they do the eye care program in here, is it? And the dental program? Okay, so we're going to do 3 things in this community in the next 2 weeks. So we're going to tell the Minister of Health now, in 2 weeks, we're going to come to your community to do the eye care program. That is, they're going to examine our young people eyes, the elderly eyes. And if you need spectacles, we're going to pay for that spectacles. We're going to give you the voucher so you'll get your spectacles almost instantaneously. Within days, you will get your spectacles. So they will come here in the community, they will do the eye screening right in the community, and you will get your spectacles right in the community. You don't have to go anywhere. And if there is anyone who require cataract surgery, we will assist you to go outside of the community to the hospital at Port Moran. We'll get your surgery completed. We'll keep you there until you heal, and we'll bring you back in the community. That's another thing we're going to do under the eye care program. Then the second program we have is a dental program. The ministry is going to come here with a dental program. The dental program is to help members of the community who need dental services. They will do your tooth examination, and they will do your dental service right here in the community. The third thing that they're going to bring to your community, the Ministry of Health, is the HPV vaccine program. That is an important program that we have launched. That is to address and to prevent cervical cancer, to do the screening and the vaccination. So those three things, they'll be in the community to work with you on, and the community will be able to benefit from those three programs as you wish. All right, I just wanted to add that, and now the floor is open to all of you.
Okay, just a reminder, it's if you want to raise a community issue, you can step forward. If you want to raise a personal issue, then you have the persons from the president's office here. All right, good day, Mr. President. How are you, Chairman, Minister, Tushao, and Regional Education Officer. Mr. President, you have said a lot that I can't recall some of them. But what I want to say, you have proven to us, and I have seen you many times on TV. Many times you addressing stuff and make things happen in communities. And you have proven to the country that you are a man of vision, passion, and action. You put things in place and things happen. I must take this opportunity to say thank you very much for bringing the secondary school on board. This school would make a great difference in the community in terms of education. Our children now would benefit, or parents would be released from what they normally face when they have to go to Paramokotai Secondary. So the secondary school, I must say thank you very much for that. It will benefit us. It will be a great help for this community. Once again, thank you. I must take this opportunity again to say thank you, the government, for the cash grant, for the children cash grant, and the school cash grant. For the school cash grant, it have benefited us as teachers. I can now say that I have a lot of classroom teaching materials in my classroom that I never had prior to when you launched the program. Right? I must say thank you very much. It's helping, and I was told by the RU that we also have for this term coming. So the teachers would be able to, it's here, so teachers would be able to purchase what they have to purchase and have the class ready for September. Once again, thank you very much. On behalf of the parents, I must say thank you for the cash grant, the school cash, children cash grant. I can see they're very busy at this moment, getting uniforms and school materials, preparing for September. Thank you very much for that. So much I can't even remember some of the things that you said. But thank you in advance for the projects that will be coming on board. I know that it will benefit the people here in Monkey Mountain. A recommendation I want to make, is it possible by our growing population, can we have a cottage, our health center upgrade to a cottage hospital? With the fast growing population and the secondary school coming on board, it will call for a more higher standard of health facility. And it will also benefit our surrounding area, Taruka and Tusining. And the building that you mentioned, whenever they come to our community for medical assistance, they will be able to use that building because they come. Many times they come, and sometimes I would feel sorry for them because I don't know what they eat, how they sleep when they visit the health center here. So with that being on board, it will be a great help for our surrounding communities. So I want to make a recommendation to upgrade our health center to a cottage hospital. For our children, I like children. And I've seen the First Lady build recreational parks, Georgetown area, right? I want to see one of that in my community where children can come out and have fun, families and parents, children coming out and have fun. We don't have that recreational facilities here. That's for the children. For our road, um, many times, like during this rainy season, there is a part that is the earring corner that will always affect us in this part of the region. So if that can be addressed, it would be a great help also for the community and the region itself in this North Pacaraimos. When it comes to agriculture, agriculture is life. And as you were saying, Monkey Mountain produced their own paddy, their own rice a couple of years ago. But it's just because of the mill, the mini rice mill that they had, that we had, it break down, and farmers stop plant their paddy. But there are people here that would cultivate paddy, and that would give us, I mean, real organic stuff, very good paddy here, and farmers would do that. We have corn, we have peas, many things grow here, right? But it's just farmers don't plant to the extent because of market. But what I see as the secondary school coming on board, I know the farmers will benefit a lot from that because most of their produce would be sold to the secondary school. So I want to recommend a rice mill, a mini rice mill for our farmers here at Monkey Mountain.
What is the problem with the current one? Can it be fixed?
I won't be able to answer. Only the technical person who were working on that.
Okay.
They would say what actually went wrong with that mill. But according to persons, if instead of repairing that, it will actually cost the money would actually cost to buy a new one. Thank you very much. I'll give my other colleagues to raise their concerns. Thank you very much.
All right, so if you have a community issue, just come this side and the president will listen to your community issue.
I think we covered all the issue, right? Did I cover all your issue? Okay.
When you come, please state your name and where you come from.
Okay, good morning, residents, all the visiting team. I'm Eddie Aldo Joan, a retired health worker, and I want to tell you that my time of service here, I have done a lot for my people through the same government, and today we still stand here. I want to thank this government for the little farmers grant that they had given us. And it was a backup. And today I can stand as a retired worker now working in the farm. I have my little cattle farm, I have my little corn farm, the peas farm. You heard the teacher at the village council talking. So this is what we really want to boost up as our secondary school is coming here, right? Today I have a little show, right? Is that what we have? Minister come, a minister go, you hear monkeys eat out this and no, we eating out the monkeys and we planting, right? So in my bag here I have here for sure, not the monkey. I can produce my fresh milk, right? Fresh cow milk. I can produce my peas, right? And again, I can produce the corn. And pity it's dry now that the president can eat a green corn now. That's how the peas come. This is the vine peas, right? And this is the corn. So we have this produced here in Monkey Mountain. So we say, I ask, this is my family thing, right? My cattle farm is my family thing. So the $100,000 that he gave us, and that's will continue. But I can think we could ask for more, right? I was telling the person from the president office that, you know, I needed more help in my little cattle farm and my little other, I call it kitchen garden, right? So that's it. So thank you for the support, and we want more support on that because this is what we can produce here, and we can always continue to produce it. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a welcome day today. Yeah.
How many farmers we have in total?
To show my dance. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah. Anybody else? Come, sir.
All right. Good afternoon, President and his team. Everybody, the villagers of Monkey Mountain, let us say thanks to our government. Our president is helping us in a nice way. What we did not see, we have been seeing until now. So let us all say thank you, President. All the best you did for us. Although you living far away, but you did not forget us. Never forget us. You still continue. And I feel happy with you. I will say thanks to my a little farming grant, a little cash. According to what my brother was saying, I think you will be continue giving us. And thanks for our children money, children grant. What they did not see, we are seeing. What they did not have, you giving us. Although you are living far away. And we are seeing that they are, in a nice way, they have their uniforms, materials, and so. And now, I will try to ask or request. We have doing farming, but to get it here to the marketplace, we don't have a better road, and it's from here to down there, and it's about 1.5 hours from here. So I'm trying to see if you can help us to get this road to bring up our stuff to market here between our community. And I will say thank you our president or doctor, and I will also said again, thank you. And that is all for me to say.
So let me tell you some of the things that we can do. Where's my friend from the farming community who spoke earlier? What we will do is that as much as the pigeon peas that you can produce, right? The pigeon peas and the huh? Yeah, the pigeon peas and the corn. But forget about the corn for now. The pigeon peas, celery, because y'all do celery. Big celery you get here, right? We would work when the army plane is coming in. Whatever space is available, we can take out that and we can assure the marketplace because through government service alone, we can buy some of these products. The army itself can procure some of these products. So we're going to support you in some of the market and taking some of the produce out also. Also, Ario, if there's a short drop between here and Madja, if they have to do a drop off, we can also take stuff to Madja to help the farmers once there is space on board. And the road, I don't know, how long is the road? The road for the farmers that he spoke about. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, all right, thanks.
Honorable President, are you Honorable Minister of Armenian Affairs to show security, other government officials, members of the community. Honorable President, I'm so happy. I am so happy that I am seeing you now. For the years that passed, we haven't been seeing you. We don't know where you were, but I'm happy that you're here. And that my personal concern, I see that you were reduced a lot. When you first came, you were so enormous. And that it seems as though our problems have stressed you out a little. Anyway, my concern, first of all, I would like to say thank you very much for every effort that you have done in this whole Pacaraimos here. But not only this Pacaraimos, the whole country, you have shown us that you are man of power, man of your word, and that this must continue in your government. And I pray that may the power of God rest upon your head, that you may continue to do your good works. I also want to say that people in my community really appreciate what you have done for us. Even though there are times we have difficulties in doing certain things as you expected us to do. And my request is that on behalf of my community, we, the parents, are looking at the teenagers. I request that if you can assist the impregnated teenagers and also the teenage mothers in any way you can. I am also requesting for a place where we could put children, those type of children in this community, so that we can the council may look over them, because there are times children suffer from um, parental help. So we need your support very much on that particular area, because I personally see that there are some children that are being neglected. Though some of them are not being neglected, they act in a way that they seem as though their own way. So we need your help in sending other authorities to give us advice, especially social workers to give us advice in school, in health, in the community also. Thank you very much once again. I am so grateful that I have you on the table to tell all these troubles. Like we all come about on telling you these because, you know, I always want to talk to you in personal and tell you, look, you know, this is the trouble that I'm facing. Not only me, but all my colleagues is facing the same thing. And on the farmer side, thank you so much for the grant. Thank you for the grant of the children, for the teachers, and the finance that government provide for all the projects. And that, thank you for reminding my people that all the women, the youngsters, the big people, they will be, they will benefit from this projects, all these funds that you mentioned. Thank you once again for welcome. You're welcome at any time, because we need to see you often. Thank you so much.
All right, just before the next person, I have two things. We will send a special team from the Ministry of Health and Human Services to work on these two matters with our team also, because this is something that we are very concerned about. The other issue is I am very pleased to tell you that by Saturday, we will have telemedicine services available right here in Monkey Mountain. What that means is that your health center will now be connected to Georgetown Hospital, so that your health worker can talk to a specialist in Georgetown, they can talk to doctors in Georgetown, they can talk to nurses in Georgetown, so you get better advice and better service, better healthcare service. So your health center will now be connected to the hospital in Georgetown, so that you'll have all the facilities there to help your health center give you better health care. So that's a major announcement that a telemedicine program will come here, and I think by Saturday they're installing it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. The government on the table, I don't know how to address it properly, but I would like to say in that way, thank you very much for visiting this community. And according to one of the speaker, I only see you when you're moving on movies or videos or whatever. Your pictures, your smile, your first woman, whatever come out on the big pictures, you know. It's only so I saw you. But I happy this day that I watching at you and speak to you. I don't afraid of myself. I gotta represent myself, you know. And I work in this community. I don't belongs to here, but I migrate to this place and I live in this place for years. Working together with the farmers and whoever they be in Monkey Mountain. And I'm so happy that them is good people. But one and two times is bad tacky, you know, regardless of what. Anyway, the badness is for themselves. The goodness that you're doing is so much good for you. Mr. President, thank you for everything that was mentioned. You said schools and whatever will be programmed in this place, and I'm happy to see it. And I work together with Nari as the agriculture representative in Monkey Mountain. Many times there are difficulties and challenges that I face, like in terms of working materials, no bits, no chemicals, nothing like that. And during rainy seasons, there are floods, and we just report them these things. So most of the times, my report just go to Nari, and maybe it is dock it down or whatever just happened. I don't know. But my reports is every month or every weekly reports I send. So I will start working with them since 2013, and it was so hard for me. They support me with ATVs and whatever, but it was so hard that there was no mechanic in this place here to look after the transportation. So by the way, we used to travel from here to Quito to service the bikes and so, where we find some help and so. But it was so cruel, it was so dangerous that we passed through. Anyway, for time goes by, the the bike was down for good period of time, and thank thank God for the minister that was visiting. I request one, and she did gone. I still remember. I had an elephant memory, and still remember what I said to the minister. And then she came back again recently, and I asked, and thank God for answer that she really concerned about it, and she support me with one bike, and is start working together with now, because it was very hard for me to work along with the people then to fetch a big machine on my back, sing fag machine and other machines. It was so hard, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Um, and then since I get this type of backing, then I didn't give up my work. I don't want to give it up. I was almost to quit the work. And looking to this thing, is just me alone working. I need a support. I need somebody else. You talk about the scholarship and whatever, they must got to get somebody from this village to go out and learn about this agriculture and so whatever. And the most important what I'm standing for today is that we need a vet in this place, because we have cows and dogs and cats and whatever. And we were getting a problem for this couple of months ago. The yardy fowls and whoever was dying, they bent down, they just us. We don't know what was going on. Until to the time that they request some workers from Region 9, they went across here just two weeks ago, I think, or a week ago. That was too late. It's already happened. We lost some of our properties, and then when they came, it was too late for me to handle this thing here. And so I recommend for this community that they must have to get somebody for the vet trainings, or somebody who will be available to teach in agriculture. I don't call myself as an officer because I don't sit down in the office. I like to go in the fields, and I like that work. So thank you for the support that your government was doing. And all these people who are sitting here, they didn't support you on election time, but they just because you come now, then they are out. So what I'm saying today is that I want this whole Monkey Mountain to support President. This election coming for another 5 years, we would like to see what is going on. I myself, I want to say something that I am very happy for the schools, and I don't happy no more because the secondary is building in Monkey Mountain, because all my children, they finished the secondary school in PK. It was so challenging. I was up and down there, and all of my children finished the school. And I don't happy no more for the secondary in thing no more. Anyway, by the way, I am very happy that the government that you're ruling, Mr. President, are you chairman or whoever you be, thank you for the support, and I expect more support during your ministry, during your government. I need your support, and I would be. There are minor things in the office, yes, like I need swing flag motion right now, because the first one what was sent by the minister, the same person there, she was support me with one. I was working along with it, but by the time, according to what I said, there was nobody to look after it, and it is a kind of, I'm not a mechanic man, I'm a workman only. So, by the way, it was like a kind of slow down, and then I don't have that big swing flag machine that I could go and work together with. So this is my request, and the office is there, the agri office is there, but it's not well equipped. It's not, the water is not running in there, and there's no lights, and things is happening in the office there. We need an officer to sleep in the office there, because I am not an officer to sleep inside that office. Anyway, in and out, I working together with Monkey Mountain people, and I support this party since from the time, or this minister, or this government. I support it 100%, seeing what is going on, and I wish that it's going to continue. Thank you very much.
I must say I am very thankful and grateful for your fulfillment of whatever you had during the period of time when you are reigning. I am very, very grateful. Let me say this. I am pleased about what you are doing, and I think the people right here are very pleased about it too. According to what my colleague was saying just now, I think you should be able to continue doing it, and I am very happy. Everything that was being said by the colleagues that were talking in front of me, they mentioned everything what I had in mind. So I am very thankful, and I won't be able to request for nothing, but I know you are fulfilling whatever you are doing. Everything that was said in the manifesto, that is what you're fulfilling, and I'm very happy about it. Thank you very much for your support, President. And what I would say is that as the farmer was, the agriculture man was talking about, every time I was talking about the animals, the monkeys, that are disturbing us. But we won't be able to do anything about it. That is the only main thing now. Last time when I went to RDC, I had to talk about it, and we can't do anything in there. Anyhow, I was talking about the chemicals and whatnot, and I was very, very glad to see they brought some chemicals out here. So I know that you are doing very good, very well. So please continue to do that. Thank you very much.
His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, cabinet members and community members, good afternoon. On behalf of my villager and I would like to request for the betterment of my community. Number one, a power plant to supply sufficient electricity for the community. Number two, 3 ICT hubs for 3 sections, Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3. A play park for nursery and children in Section 2. And a school bus to transport children, since the children are having breakfast at 7, and most of them are living far distant from the school. Also, we have extra lessons, which we usually end at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the children have to cover the same distance. If we have the bus, it would be very useful. And since you will be giving us the bus, I would also recommend a proper road maintenance. In addition to that, I would like to thank you for all you did for the health department. We have an issue with fencing. We have been requesting for fence for years. Recently, the village council fenced the compound with barbed wire. Thank you. However, we need the fence we need a fence around the compound, and we request chain link. And I would like to thank you in advance, even though we didn't see it yet. I would like to thank you in advance. Thank you very much.
Anyone else?
Hi, good afternoon, head table, members of the community. I'm so grateful and want to give a thanks also as the other were mentioning. I want to just add on to the request or the things what this young lady was saying here. She was asking or requesting for a school bus. I am one of the village council, and we sat together with to show, and we talk about what we're going to purchase or what we need with this LCDS money. And we suggested many things. One said we want many excavator to maintain the roads and many other things. And one idea was that we should have bought a school bus for the children. But when we look into it, so the bus is so very low that it can't go through these roads here. Good? So he said, why not then? And I am requesting right now, as you came down from the aircraft there, you just walk that distance to here, and we have right around here is section 1, and over there we have section 2. So what I'm asking or requesting that you, the people in the government, can look into our roads here and make it a little, a better thing. Like in here, you can see this concrete here. We want to see something that these vehicles can run smooth here. So what I'm asking that, if by the government, you can support us or give us something to build more hard, if it's tar or concrete or something we want here in Monkey Mountain here. Because it is when Minister of Public Works, he was in here, we even brought this thing here to his attention, but like he said, it's too much money or these things here. If you can even give us the cement, we have the materials here like sand and gravel that we, the people here, can work on it. But just send in the technicians that how we can build these roads here. Right now the sun is shining very bright and you can see, you could walk good, simple and simple. But when rain comes down, you will walk on your toes here. Good? So that is why I'm asking that if from in this central part here going right around to section 2, if we could have better roads, then we could have the school bus. Thank you.
All right, Mr. President, as I was just looking back at some of the works that I see you guys are doing across the country, what's the possibility, or is it possible for the housing program to come to Monkey Mountain? If you have that, or your program for us here at Monkey Mountain, here, this village, the cost of living is very high. Things are expensive here. To build a proper home, it costs millions of dollars here. And I've seen you guys do the housing program across other regions. And if it is possible, it come here to Monkey Mountain.
Do you have a lot of persons with who need the zinc roofing?
Yes, we have a lot of persons.
And you need the black tanks here?
Yes, we also need black tanks. At the moment, our water system is only about 10% of the community is benefiting from the water system.
So if you have, like, how many households you have? 260 households. Okay, so what we can do is try to work and send in the black tanks, right? So I'll try to send 260 black tanks, one per household. Okay? Which one? Okay, so we'll put the black tank, right? So you want that, right? Okay, good.
And I also, Mr. President, I also see you guys would give out, I think it's the cement and steel rod subsidy. Is it only for Georgetown area?
So that's why I'm finding out about your roofing, because when I go back, I'll see what we can do in terms of the roofing material.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. As you can see, most of our houses here in the village is built with this thatch. So I'd be grateful for that support for the people here in Monkey Mountain. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon once again, head table. His Excellency, the President, and everyone that is here. I am a village councillor, and there is a problem where in this community you would find that 228 in population is out of the title land. And we have been seeking since 2006-7 under former President Jagdeo. Then in 2010 under President Ramatar. Then in 2016 under President Granger. Now, I don't know what's the program or how it is, because most of the time Section 2, right? If like a project is here, you would find that a part of the people, the community, a part of the community would benefit, and most of the time Section 2 will be neglected because we are not in the title land. So we were requesting for an extension, and we were given priority, I think in 2010 under President Ramatar, and we don't know what was the result. And until now, it's still the same. It's still the same. But my request on behalf of the people in Section 2, I would call myself a squatter because I'm squatting in government land, right? Because that's not in the title area. Here where we are is in title, and over there, where as I am saying, it's 228 in population out of title. My request on behalf of the people that are out of title is that if you can do something in getting the extension to be done, I would greatly appreciate if it could be done, so that I already placed, I think in 2 general meetings in the village, I said, I don't know if the former councillors are wrong, but I said, you know, if we get the extension to be done, I said it to everybody in the public. I said the support will be given to His Excellency President Ali, if it can be done, because the whole population would be very grateful. Why I would say this, in front of the residents here, we are 80% of Monkey Mountain population uses the farmland of Region 9 instead of Region 8. So if we get the extension in Region 8, means that we could use that farmland in Region 8 instead of Region 9. Instead of Region 9. We would use our own region. As I said, is 80% of us uses Region 9 land. If we do go, let me say, if we go in Region 8, and there is a claim there, you can't trouble the people's claim. Because remember, it's government land, it's state land, and if they locate and you go and throw down some trees there, no man, I got this land, and I am paying, this is my claim, I am paying for it, so you can't throw down anything there.
Okay. So the land extension.
Yes, I
I-
would appreciate if the land extension can be done.
I can hold you to your words.
Urgent.
All right, good.
And His Excellency, I want to thank you, your government, for doing what has been done. I want to thank you also for standing to your word, because when you were doing your campaign, you said that this will not be the first and the last visit, but you will come back before election. And I see for myself that it is a word with action in it. I want to thank you.
Welcome.
That's all.
Thank you. Comrade, comrade.
His Excellency President, thank you very much. We do welcome you, and we know that all that you have said and done for us are being fulfilled and will continue to be fulfilled. We are all happy to have you here with us today, and we do appreciate your presence with us. We will continue to support your government, our government, to make our country a better country. Thank you all once more for coming. Thank you, residents of Monkey Mountain, visitors, and others. We have lunch for you with the help and support of our president. We did catering for a special meal for each one and every one of you. So thank you, including the children. Thank you once more. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, His Excellency.
Huh? As soon as the trucks start coming in from Region 9, we'll bring the black tanks for every household, including Section 2, right? They're running now. Okay, they're running now. So we're going to work out to have it done on PS. Work out on this, okay? All right, thank you.
Okay, Mr. President and team, along with the community members, I think the lunch is ready. So we can all have lunch with the President.